Hello Nigerians and tech lovers. The season is around the corner. You can feel it. The buzz, the ads, the limited time offers. Jumia has kickstarted their Black Friday sales, and for the next few weeks, we are all tempted by deals and discounts. Today, we are not just talking about it, we are investigating. We are going live to the Jumia website to put these smartphone deals under the microscope. But if you are like me, a new smartphone is at the top of your wish list. The big question is, are these prices actually right? The truth is just a click away. Let's go live. Our first call is on the ZTE phones. First is Blade A55 with 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM and 5000 mAh battery. It's listed at 135,000 naira. 30% off, you get it at 94,950 naira. Though this is not a Black Friday deal. The second is the Blade A35, 4GB RAM, 64GB ROM, 5000 mAh with dual SIM card. Listed at 200,000 naira with 45% off, 109,990. Though this is not a Black Friday deal. Now we are into the world of Xiaomi. First is the Redmi 15C with 8GB RAM, 256GB ROM and Android 15, listed at 470,000 naira. With 52% off, you get it at 224,990 naira. This is not Black Friday deal yet. Next is Redmi 13C with 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM, 5000 mAh battery, listed at 350,000 naira. At 44% off, you get it at 194,999 naira. Not Black Friday deal. Next is Redmi A5 with 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM, Android 15 is listed at 285,000 naira. With 49% off is at 145,000 naira. Not Black Friday deal. The last on Xiaomi is the Redmi 14C with 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM, dual SIM card and 5,160 mAh battery. Listed at 300,000 naira with 45% off is now 164,999 naira. Not Black Friday deal. Our next is the Vivo Y21D 6GB RAM, 256GB ROM, 50 megapixel, sold at 800,000 naira. With 70% off, you get it at 241,500 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Umidigi is our next call. Umidigi G100A 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM, Android 14, list price 231,490 naira. With 54% off, you can get it at 105,350,000 naira. It's a Black Friday deal. Next is the Umidigi Note 100A with 4GB RAM, 256GB ROM, Android 14, list price 235,930 naira. With 52% off, you get it at 112,950 naira. A Black Friday deal. Now is the Samsung World Galaxy A07, 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM with dual SIM card and a battery capacity of 5,000 mAh. It's listed at 250,000 naira. With 42% off, you get it at 144,900 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Next is the Galaxy S25 Ultra, 12GB RAM, 256GB ROM, 5G network, listed at 3 million naira. With 50% off, you get it at 1.5 million naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Next is the Galaxy Z Fold 7 with 12GB RAM, 256GB ROM, listed at 3 million naira. With 73% off, you get it at 810,000 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. For Realme fans, here is a big deal for you. Realme Note 50, 64GB ROM, 3GB RAM, 4G dual SIM with battery capacity 5,000 mAh. List price 270,000 naira. With 51% off, you get it at 132,000 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Next is the Poco World with Poco C75, 8GB RAM, 256GB ROM, 4G dual SIM with fingerprint, 5,160 mAh battery capacity. It's listed at 350,000 naira. With 44% off, you get it at 195,000 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Next is a Poco C71, 3GB RAM, 64GB ROM, list price 200,000 naira. With 42% off, you get it at 116,999 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Oppo is our next call with Oppo A5X, 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM, dual SIM, list price 500,000 naira. With 62% off, you get it at 189,000 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Our next bus stop is the OnePlus Note 4 with dual SIM card, 16GB RAM, 512GB, list price 1.2 million naira. With 42% off, you get it at 699,000 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. For Itel phones, here are your deals. So next is the Itel A90 with 90Hz dynamic display, 5,000 mAh. List price is 300,000 naira. 5% off, it is sold at 134,999 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Next is the Itel S25 with 8GB RAM, 256GB ROM, 4G dual SIM, and 108 megapixel, and a battery capacity of 5000 mAh is listed at 400,000 naira. With 53% off, you can get it at 189,999 naira. Next is the Itel P55, 12GB RAM, 128GB ROM, dual SIM, and a 50 megapixel camera with 5000 mAh battery. List price 400,000 naira. With 53% off, you get it at 189,999 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Next is World of Infinix, starting with Infinix Smart 10 high definition with 64GB ROM and 2GB RAM is listed at 200,000 naira. With 49% off, you get it at 102,499 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Next is Smart 9 high definition, 6GB RAM, 64GB ROM, 8 megapixel, and 5000 mAh battery. List price 300,000 naira. With 57% off, you get it at 129,999 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Infinix Hot 50i is next with 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM, and Android 13. List price is 300,000 naira. With 43% off, you get it at 169,999 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Next is Honor X5B with 4GB RAM, 128GB ROM. List price 200,000 naira. With 44% off, you get at 113,000 naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Finally, we are in the world of Apple. First is the iPhone 17 with 256GB. List price 3.3 million naira. With 54% off, you get it at 1.5 million naira. Not a Black Friday deal. Next is the iPhone 16 with 256GB ROM. List price 2.9 million naira. With 50% off, you get it at 1.5 million naira. Not a Black Friday deal. iPhone 17 Pro is next with 512GB ROM. List price 5.3 million naira. With 51% off, you get it at 2.5 million naira. Not a Black Friday deal. And finally in this video is the iPhone 15 with 128GB ROM. List price 2.2 million naira. With 50% off, you get it at 1.1 million naira. This is not a Black Friday deal. And that is our live review of Jumia's Black Friday smartphone prices. My goal was to be your eyes on the ground to help you separate the real steals from the fake deals. If watching this video really helped you or saved you from making a rush decision, I have a small ask. First, please take a second to subscribe to my channel. Hitting that subscribe button is the best way to support this work. And by subscribing, you will make sure you catch our next video. We will be tracking how these phone prices change as we get deeper into Black Friday. And we are also planning a similar live price hunt for laptops and gadgets. So don't wait. Subscribe and turn on notifications right now. That way, YouTube will let you know the moment we go live with our next price check. I truly appreciate you spending your time with me today. Thank you for watching. This is TechInsight with Ike, helping you think smart and buy smart. See you in the next video.